Hello and welcome to Drop and Give Me 20 with Phil Riston. I am Phil Riston and I am back. Oh my God. I know all 25 of you were wondering where I've been. You're racking your brains every fucking day. You have kids, you have wives, you have friends, and none of them could talk to you. You were just, withdrawn. You know, they were thinking about sending you to the psychiatrist. They were thinking about sending you to the psychologist because maybe you needed to talk it out, but you couldn't even get the words out about why you were upset. And then one day you went on YouTube, angry, sad, alone. You turned it on, and you ended up seeing this new episode. And now you're back, just like I'm back. All right, and I'm happy to have you back here. Sorry, I've been kind of gone. I feel like I've been over like all over the place the last few weeks and stuff. Like I've been putting the show out at different times. Shit's just been crazy. I've been dealing with a lot of personal things myself and getting ready for this big tour that I'm also doing. But life is good. Life is good. You know why? Because I got to see Logan Paul get punched in the face over and over and fucking over. This is one of the best days in the fucking world. I would have even put out like a YouTube video like last night about it, but I was hanging out with somebody. I was like, whatever. But it was the best. It was so nice. I wish I would have got a knockout. I wish I would have got a knockout, just like everybody else. Like everybody wants to see the knockout, but you got to understand, Floyd is fucking old now. Okay, Floyd is old. He retired from boxing a while ago, and now he's just doing these weird carnival freak show fights. Until he loses, which will happen. He will fucking lose, and the person he loses to will just be a complete and utter fucking like nobody. Like it'll be somebody from a freak show. It'll be a bearded woman. A bearded woman will knock out Floyd Mayweather. I'm calling it right now. Yeah. So I just want to say, shout out to Floyd for stepping out there. Shout out to Logan Paul though for being willing to get punched in the face by the greatest boxer of all time. Listen, Floyd might not be flashy, but at the end of the day, he is one of the greatest boxers of all time, if not the greatest boxer. If you want to talk from a technical skill standpoint, it's just a fact. I mean, we all like to say Ali or even like Tyson and stuff, fucking Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, whoever's your guy, Sugar Ray Leonard, whatever. But the fact is, none of them had the same amount of technicality as Floyd Mayweather still does now. And it's amazing to see. Like the dude is he's crazy. Like the whole time you're watching the fight, and he's just playing with him. He's playing with him. And that's what kind of annoyed me, where I'm like, I wish I would have got the knockout, because like if you're gonna play with him, don't play with him for 8 rounds. Play with him for 4, and then just beat the shit out of him for the rest. And that's what kind of scared me though. I was like, is he? Once he got to like round like 6, I'm like, is he just like playing with him, and he's just not gonna get the knockout because he doesn't feel like it, or is this happening and like he physically can't knock him out because Logan Paul is 6 inches taller, 20 years younger, 40 pounds heavier. Like that is a thing. People need to realize. I feel like even if Floyd lost, which he is the greatest boxer of all time. Even if he lost, though, you have to realize how stacked, like how outbalanced and just like crazy stacked the stats are when it comes to both of them together. I mean, like if Logan Paul was an actual fucking like boxer, he probably could beat Floyd if if Logan Paul was somebody who had been trained in the same way that like Tyson and all these crazy heavy hitters have been trained in. Yeah, he probably would have beat Floyd, even though Floyd's defensive and all that stuff. Just because he's taller, has better reach, is physically heavier, probably is stronger. You know what I mean? Like all these things. And Floyd's an insanely like technical guy. So I'm not saying that he'd immediately lose, but I think that would be something where the only way he'd be able to have the real victory is if he tired him out first. He'd really have to tire a big guy out first. But luckily, Logan Paul isn't a skilled boxer. He's just some random asshole kid, who just decided to fucking fight the greatest person of all time. I can't wait for the memes. I feel like the memes have to start somewhere. I'm going to be very excited for those. I watched a couple of those hits. Some of those hits need to be slowed down because the sweat, the beads of sweat that just popped off of his head every time he got punched were just priceless. A fucking chef's kiss of an ass whooping. Oh, that was nice. You know, I got to give it to him though. He has real big balls. You know, I hear that Logan Paul, you know, they're going to be setting up some more fights and stuff. Not just with Floyd Mayweather, but Logan Paul is going to be doing a lot more fights. I don't know who else he's going to fight. I don't know if it's going to be an MMA guy, another boxer. But one opponent I would love to see him fight is his white male ego, because that shit is strong. That is a fucking opponent for the ages. If he can fight his own, if somehow they embodied that and he can fight his own white male ego, I don't know who would win. I don't know who would win, you know, because that ego is fucking strong. Watching him in that goddamn interview talking like, fuck it, I don't care. I really believe I can win. I was like, you know what? That's annoying as fuck, but I almost admire it. I almost admire it. You know, I kind of get why white guys are so into themselves, because like so many of them have that level of fucking confidence. You know, that's where colonialism comes from. That type of confidence. Like, yeah, this is all crazy. I'm not even supposed to be here, but like, yeah, I think I can do this. It's fucking insane, dude. Oh my god, yeah, it's great. This should have been a fucking knockout though. That was so soft. That was so fucking soft of Floyd to do. I think, you know, I get he wants to have fun. I get he is older, but knock the nigga out, man. We all wanted to see a knockout. I paid $50. I want to see a goddamn knockout. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Fucking Floyd. He still has it though. He still fucking has it. He still fucking has it. God. I honestly think you could put both brothers in there, Logan and Paul. What's the other Paul? What's the other Paul's name? I like to imagine his other brother's name is Paul. It's Logan Paul and Paul. No, Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Put both of them in there, you know, and just I think Floyd Mayweather can still beat both of them. If they were all three of them were in the ring together, it's two of them versus him. I think Floyd could still beat the shit out of both of them. Did you see Jake Paul in his stupid fucking trucker hat? Please tell me we're not bringing that back. Like the Von Dutch fucking douchebag Ed Hardy fucking bullet. Like, tell me that's just a him thing, you know? that fucking bullshit. His brother won 8 rounds of Floyd Mayweather. What's he doing? He's on his fucking phone. You know, can you just support him? That's the one thing I will say to Logan Paul. He's obviously the way chiller brother, you know? Like he's the fun one. Is Logan Paul the younger one? I think he is the younger one. And he seems like one of those brothers. You ever have one of those friends where it's like they're like kind of like but their like younger brother is actually like super fucking cool. He's that guy. Where it's like you go over to Jake Paul's house because his parents spoil him and he has a shit ton of snacks. But you stay because his brother's actually fucking cool and wants to play fucking Soul Calibur and he loves it. You know what I mean? He's one of those kind of guys. You know, you stay because his brother actually watches the show Party Down, and nobody watches that show. You know, so you guys have some sort of like cult-like vibe with each other, and you appreciate each other. You know, you stay because his brother knows about anime and doesn't judge people about it. You know, he doesn't flick people in the dick. That seems like something that Jake Paul would do. You know, if he was a high school kid, he'd be the guy who like whips towels, you know, sack wax. With people he's like not friends with. Just a fucking nerd. How do we let this guy get so much fucking money? Oh, it's the white male confidence. It's the white male confidence. I would love that. Needs to be a boxing match. We need to have Logan Paul's white male confidence versus Jake Paul's white male confidence. And whoever loses have to give away their entire amount of wealth to the Sudan. How about that? How about that? Because that'll make these motherfuckers fight hard. Because they want to act all positive and I'm super balanced and all that shit. Da 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 da. But to actually help the world, go fuck yourself. You know, we'll paint you in a circle and fucking tell you to stand here for 20 minutes so you can get 4 PS4s. But you know, feed people. Come on. We're not crazy here. Come on. Yeah. God, fuck those guys. Fuck those guys. It was nice seeing him get punched in the face. Great businessmen, though. That's a fact. Very great business. I mean, you know, I enjoy seeing them get punched in the face, and they charged me to see them get punched in the face. Supply, meet, demand. You know, geniuses. Can't deny it. Can't fucking deny it. Oh my god. What else? I gotta make this recording pretty quick. Actually, I'm heading out to the beach. It is summer in New York City, baby. Summer in New York City. It's nice. If you guys notice, I haven't been wiping my nose every 2 seconds like a fucking coke addict, like I have in like the last 3 to 4 videos. It's because allergies are basically over, which is nice. Now we're in this weird time of summer in New York, where people, if you're not from New York, you should know summer in New York is only fun for about a week and a half, 2 weeks max. Okay, it's that slow transference from a warm, slightly like a warm, amazing spring with like a nice, slow, cool breeze at night to getting into this gross, balmy, fucking like Gotham City. You know what I mean? Like that's what New York just becomes. It just becomes a hot version of Gotham City. Everything stinks. There's trash everywhere. There's all these weird liquids on the ground because things have melted now. You can barely breathe. The air's fucking thick. It's thick. Why? What is in it? It's thick for some reason. Terrible. I think that's the balance you have to have though with New York. I think is like New York is just such a like New York City is such an awesome city that it has to make you pay. It has to grind you down so much that you barely can tolerate living here. Because if it was fun all the time, you'd never do anything. You would just enjoy so much of your life. It's just fucking crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, I think that's why it's like New York has to be smelly. Like we have bars that stay open till 4, Our people have to pay penance somehow, so we have to deal with smelly fucking streets. We have to deal with trash everywhere. We have to deal with old houses that have rats' nests in them. That you tell your fucking landlord about, and he shrugs his shoulders. Dude, I have a refrigerator now that doesn't work. I didn't have gas in my house for 4 months. I didn't have gas in my house. During the winter, I didn't have gas. We finally got the gas fixed. By the way, they didn't reduce rent for any of this, and they wanted rent on time, didn't want to reduce anything, all this shit, right? Finally get the gas fixed. Now the refrigerator doesn't work, and all the food that we bought is rotting, and it stinks. That's New York, New York is just one giant fucking slumlord, not giving a fuck. You know why? Because it knows it's on prime real estate, and it doesn't give a shit about you. It's like, oh, hey, you'll take it. Don't worry. Oh, you'll take it. You have no other choice. What are you going to do? Live in New Jersey? What are you going to do? Fucking hang out in Connecticut? What does Bridgeport have to offer you? Go fuck yourself, And they're right. And they're fucking right. I have nothing else. I have nothing else. God, I love this city. I'm addicted to it. Yeah, man. I'm going to the beach today. I haven't been to the beach in such a long time, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to like go outside and enjoy life again. I'm just so happy the pandemic is happening and or is going away. I feel like things are a little bit more normal. Even at the Floyd Mayweather fight, like I was looking at the audience, I was like, wow, there are a lot of people in those seats, and it just like made me feel good. So going to the beach will be fun, man. I have to even come back here and record a bunch of other shit, but honestly, to be quite real with you, I don't give a shit. I'm like, my friend offered it to me, so I was like, yo, let's just go, let's hang out for a few hours, bounce back. I don't even give a fuck. It's just nice to be out. It's nice to do things. It's nice to interact with people in a real way that isn't just this, and that people leave weird comments about herpes on one of my episodes just because I have a fucking funny title. I don't know if any of you guys have been watched any of my previous episodes, but go back to one of the episodes titled Poly, which is Latin for I have herpes, because I don't know what happened, but on YouTube there is a bunch of bots on there that are all advertising some African dude's like herpes medication or herpes cure. And every one of these dirty, artificial intelligence bots has put a comment in my shit about it strictly because of the title. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. I was doing a bit. All right. I don't have the modern form of leprosy. I don't have dick leprosy. Okay. Leave me alone. I'm clean. I wear condoms sometimes. Okay. Give me a fucking break, people. The fuck do you think I am? Being dirty. Like I don't. I mean, even also too. By the way, if you do have herpes, it's totally fucking fine. Shit happens. You know what I mean? Life is life, and you deserve love and all that shit. Nobody should shit on you for any of that stuff, especially if you get taken care of and you like warn people or whatever. But don't throw that on me because I don't got no herpes. Okay, I'm a clean motherfucker. All right, dude. I didn't do shit. Ugh. I'm thinking all this random shit is rushing back just because I'm like, I haven't been back here in so fucking long. I haven't done much of this in so fucking long. It's just nice to be back and kind of like more on time with it. So you guys are great. I don't know, I don't want to lift you guys up too much. I don't want to suck your balls too much, but you guys are everything to me. Okay? Look at me. Look at me. Come here. Yeah, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You are all that matters. Okay? Know that. Know that. You give me wings so I can fly. Okay? Know that. I love you, cocksuckers. It's great. Life is good, baby. What else has been happening? Watch some more My Hero Academia for all you anime fans. I haven't even gotten to the animated movie segments yet. Watching a little bit more anime. Watched a new episode of My Hero Academia. Saw Deku pull out the black whip. Very, very sick. He's learning how to kind of harness it and trying to figure out, different things, which is cool. Like I said, I've been competing with the manga. So I'm like, there's a part of me where I'm like, I think I just want to wait for this season to be over so then I can continue reading the mangas. You know what I mean? It's like it's like I feel like I'm spoiling it for myself already if I read the thing and then go back and watch the thing. It's like, all right, they're coming out. Let me just be patient, watch all of them, do all this shit. I also can't wait for their new movie to come out, which is gonna be fucking sick. So that's gonna be great. Other than that, saw Logan Paul get the shit beat out of him by Floyd Money Mayweather. Even though he didn't give him a fucking knockout, fucking nerd. But all is right with the world once again. He lost. That's all I needed. I only needed that loss. So it's not fucking bad. It's not so bad. What else? New J. Cole album came out. Very good. Very, very solid. Off season, we had been waiting about 3 to 4 years for a new album of his to come out. Very, very solid. I fucking love it. 95 South is a tremendous way to start, especially because it's like I feel like that's the perfect culmination of who he is as a human being. You know what I mean? Like he had Cameron on there and shit, and it's like such a New York beat. Like the beat is so like 2000s New York. So he sets it up with Killer Cam introducing the thing, and then he's just rapping his ass off, and then the song ends with Little John, which is his southern roots. So it's like it's almost like being born one place and then being raised in another. Through his art form. So it's like he was born in the South and everything, lived in the South in high school and everything, and was rapping out there, and then he comes up to New York, and that's where he became and matured more into an MC and was raised in the whole aspect of hip hop and what it means to be a hip hop artist and all that type of shit. So it was really nice to see that culmination, and I kind of wish like more songs and fucking even albums were like that, yo. I'm not even gonna lie, man. Like it was a real good sound. Like I was like, I fuck with this. It was nothing but just fucking like North and South, just hype. Like it was hype, man. Which is good to have me really going. Like whenever I want to, feel reckless, like I'm gonna punch a nigga. 95 South is what I put on. Other than that, it's a bunch of great songs. I mean, Close is great. He's done a lot of those types of songs about his hustling friends and shit, which I love. Close was really great. Other than that, Pride is the Devil. That's his big like hit, that of course you're gonna hear on the radio all the time. Other than that, right after Pride is the Devil is Let Go My Hand, which I feel is quite possibly the best track on the album. Because it's just simply the realist. Like it's the realist. All he's talking about is having a son, and how his son will eventually grow up, and he has to, make sure he educates him right as a man. Which I feel like for any parent, but especially for a man as a father, is such a big factor in your life if you're there for your child. You know what I mean? It's a really big weight, and burden. I think that's on you, especially if you never had a father in your life. Just like J. Cole didn't really have one. You know, and even me, like I don't have kids right now, but I've always thought about that, like how if I'm raising a son, I'm basically raising like a newer, better version of myself, or that's what I'm trying to shoot for. So I have to kind of be honest about who I was in my past and try to rectify those things through him. And this is a really powerful song, really great stuff. So go check it out. But I mean, let's be real, he's like the third biggest rapper in the entire world. So I'm sure you probably have heard that shit. But yeah, guys, that's it. My battery is about to die, so I gotta get off this shit. That's why it seems a little quick or whatever. But yo, I'm back. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure to like and subscribe. Share it if you can, because let's be honest, this shit is legendary. Come on now. All right, guys. I'll see you later. That's been dropping Give Me 20 with Phil Risden. Peace.